it's Dan from Kitsap CrossFit. We are in the thick of the holiday party season. This is the time of year when people freak out thinking that they're going to completely destroy all the gains and progress that they've made throughout the year by going bonkers at holiday parties and just throwing their nutrition out the window. So what I want to do is just give you 5 simple tips on how to keep things dialed in throughout the holiday party season. And honestly, these are things that you could use throughout the year. It's not just for the holidays. Okay, tip number 1, don't bank calories or macros. People will often anticipate that they're gonna go hog wild at the party, so they'll either skip meals or they'll say things like, well, I'll just not eat any carbs all day long and that'll give me some leeway when I get to the party. I think this is a bad idea. I think it just sets you up for a scenario going into the party thinking, I can go hog wild. And we often overestimate how many calories or how many carbohydrates or whatever macro it is that you've saved, how much of those you have left. And at the end of the night, you're like, wow, I completely blew that apart. So just eat as you normally would throughout the day and go into the party with a plan of trying to stay as balanced as you can and not throwing caution to the wind. So don't bank calories or macros. Tip number 2, stay hydrated. Drink water throughout the day. We tend to be chronically dehydrated, and we often confuse thirst for hunger. So we think we're hungry, but when actually we're just dehydrated and thirsty. So my recommendation is just to stay hydrated throughout the day. There's all different kinds of recommendations on how much you should drink. There's no hard science on how much you should drink, but I think you should be shooting for at least 60 ounces of water throughout the day. Keep yourself well hydrated so that when you get to the party, you don't go in dehydrated thinking you're hungry when in actuality you're just a little bit thirsty. So simple tip there, just stay hydrated. Okay, so tip number 3, veggies first. When you get to the party, I want you to walk around and look at all the food that's available. Have a plan. What do you really want to eat and what are some things that you could skip? When you start loading up your plate, I want you to load it up with veggies first. Cram as many veggies, dense, thick veggies as you can in and create a sense of fullness right away. Then after that, wait a few minutes and then go back around and pick those things that you really want to eat. Don't just grab things because they're there. Pick the things that you really want to eat and you know you're going to get some enjoyment from. But if you pack up on veggies first, you're less likely to overeat later because you're already going to be full, and you're starting off the party with a ton of great micronutrients. So that's a great bonus as well. So go veggies first. Tip number 4, put your goals in your pocket. There's a reason you want to stay true to your nutrition plan. You have goals. There's something you want to accomplish. So I want you to write those goals down on a piece of paper, fold it up, and put it in your pocket. When you're at the party, on occasion, inconspicuously, pull that piece of paper out and read your goals to kind of reset your azimuth, right? Get your bearings, especially right before you eat. Read those goals and let those goals guide your nutrition choices, okay? Don't be the creepy person that's just standing there constantly reading this piece of paper like some cult member, but just occasionally sneak a glance at your goals and again, let that reset your focus for your eating plan for the party. Tip number 5 is my favorite. Don't eat or drink like an a-hole. Now, I can't actually claim that one. I got that from a friend of mine. His name is Jason Ackerman. The idea is, when you're at a party, there is usually a moment where you think to yourself, you know, I really don't need whatever it is you're about to eat, or I really don't need another drink. And oftentimes we justify that drink saying, well, it's Christmas, it's not a big deal. And then usually later you're thinking, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. So in that moment where you're having that moment of questioning, like, should I do this? Ask yourself, am I being an a-hole? If the answer is yes, skip it. If you can honestly answer that, no, I think I'm okay, then go ahead. But just keep asking yourself, am I being an a-hole? Will I regret this in the morning? Right? So 5 simple tips. Good luck with your holiday partying.